All right, let's see if this helps. Oh, I gotta bring the other. Gotta bring the other. Other camera in. Today. Okay. Send anyways. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right. Chicken is back. Are we back? Stupid technology. All right. Hold on. I just got to set up the card camera. This is the first time StreamYard has kind of let me down. Honestly, it's been pretty solid. There we are. Let's bring this in. So I just got to get reset up. That card cam. Okay. All right. Hold on. 2 more seconds. Just got to get the card camera set up. Ta-da-da. Okay. My goodness. All right. Can everybody see that? Oh, Dana, here we go. As I was saying, this card here, this card here, the Six of Swords is emerging from the fog. And what I think this means is something is going to be bang, 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 bang. Sorry. Is going to be something. There's going to be like a revelation. You're going to learn something. You're going to find something. An answer is going to present itself, right? A question in life will be answered. Something of that nature. The Four of Wands. This card here, let's bring this in closer, it's like a dance. I think this whatever this revelation that's coming out of the fog may lead to a decision that you need to make. Like dance to dance, there's a little give and take, something like that. That sort of a decision, like a give and take sort of thing. And then we end up with Two of Pentacles, and that is telling me that balance is required. You're going to have to kind of balance some aspects. Part of this whole decision making, the dance you're going to have to do. Excuse me. It's going to be necessary for finding that balance. That makes sense, right? So I hope that made a little bit of sense. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. All righty. Okay. How's that? Okay. Yeah, this for some reason. You know what I'm going to do? Because I think I got enough battery on this phone. Going to plug. Wait for it. Because what happens is the phone will not turn down all the way. But that still didn't fix it. We're going to have to go with it. Working out the kinks. So anyways, Dana, I hope that made sense. Let's go back. Hope she made it back in. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. I love you, Dana, and I'm always sending as much positive healing energy I can. So anytime you want a reading. Okay. So Lady Blind Wolf, yes, you are next. Let's go back here. Okay, just the general. Finish that one. And guys, just so you know, if you want a reading, I'm going to type it in the chat. Just make one of those things. I can show you kind of what it looks like on screen. Just make one of those things in the chat, and I'll add you to the list. Alrighty. Okay. So Lady Blind Wolf, just a general. All right, let's collect these cards here. Do a little shuffle. The chicken reading. Chicken reading. So guys, what do you think? You think should the Chicken Man be a regular thing? Oh God. Why do I punish myself so? Yeah, lady, Lady Blind Wolf, the weather here isn't the best. I hope I'm not buffering again. All right. Let's see what we got. Got him here, and a general for Lady Blind Wolf. Oh, wow, we've got. So let's bring up the cards. We've got the Empress. And then, wow, this is interesting. Wow. Okay. All right, so starting off with the Empress. Now think, as I itch my nose, think, bounty, think maternal, right? The Empress is, the one of the mother, she's a mother, right? She's pregnant. She's, as much as I love, like in this card, all the flowers. She's at one with nature, and nature's at one with her. So think fruitful. Okay. Think, bounty, fruitful, bearing fruit, just stuff, think that in terms of that, maybe you're going to get some gains in the near future, The next card is Transfiguration. Now, the Transfiguration card in this deck is like the death card, and standard right away. That means the end of something and the beginning of something else, a transfiguration. And this is not just a change, but this is kind of like within you. There's going to be a big change coming up. Hence transfiguration, right? And then the last card, we'll bring this in again, is the Wheel of Fortune. Right? You know what the Wheel of Fortune card, right? That's allowing things to take their course. Going through this, I wish I had a pointer. I'll use scissors. Going through this change part here, just kind of go with it, right? Sometimes we resist change. This is going to be a good one. Don't resist it. Allow things to take their course. Definitely allow things to take their course. And that's it. So I think that's a pretty exciting read. Excuse me, I haven't eaten yet. The sound is weird because the phone is echoing. Let me try something. Give me 1 second, guys. Crap. Way over there. Hold on. Ah! Oh my God. Why is nothing ever nearby? Let me see if it just shuts it up. Oops. Wiggling. Test. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good. Okay. How does that sound? Yeah, I think that should take you care of the echo. Oh, here we go. How's that? Sorry about that. That's okay. There we go. Sorry about that. So, so did you get any of that reading? Lady Blind Wolf, did you get any of the reading? Oh, so let me put some names down. So Susie wants a reading. Suzy. We've got Spitfire Cat. Dun dun dun. Spitfire Cat. Okay. So now that the sound's a little bit better. So Lady Blind Wolf basically, right? Basically there's going to be some change coming up. And you want to go with it. It's going to be a good change. Because you had that transfiguration card and followed by the Wheel of Fortune, allowing things to take their course. Don't resist it. Go with it. It's going to be good. That's the 20-second version. All righty. Anyways, moving on. Let's cross one off the list here. Alice down the rabbit hole. You're up next. Just post your question in the chat. My tongue's weird today. And I only got this much Coke left. Terrible. So, what are you guys thinking of the chicken realness? Is it finger licking in here? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hold on 1 second. So my living situation. Thank you. I guess. Okay. Which he says, why is the Coke? Oh, Coke. The Coke. Wow. Why is the Coke? My God, Lucian just farted. That's why the Coke is always gone. Okay. Anyways, where is that? I just saw Alice down the rabbit hole once. I believe a general. Oh no, love life reading. All right, let's see. Let's do a love life reading for Alice down the rabbit hole. And after Alice is Susie. And after Susie is Spitfire. Right, don't forget, if you want a reading, I'll do a little quick reminder. Look right in the chat and make one of those. If you want to get on the list. So far, I'm doing Alice down the rabbit hole now, Susie next, and Spitfire Cat. That is the list thus far. Mm-hmm. Okay. Susie says, so hot, Dave. Stream we can look. I don't know what that means. Anyways, love life reading. Let's bring up the camera. Okay, first card, King of Pentacles. Second card, King of Cups. Interesting. We have a pair of kings.
Dave, you're echoing. Everyone's saying.
Is it still? Yeah, but I think it's fixed now.
Oh, okay.
Can you like listen to it and see if it's echoing? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Anyways, here's what we got. So the first King of Pentacles, this is this king is well, the first King of Pentacles. Why did I say it like that? The King of Pentacles. He's he's kind of, now I can hear myself through Lucian's phone. So much distractions tonight. I guess this is what happens when chickens do readings, or chicken buckets do readings. He's tired and worn and kind of worn out. So I sense a little bit of frustration. At least that's what I see in this card. You know, if you kind of look at him, itchy eyeball, he's kind of like, it looks like he's, let's bring this in a little closer so you guys can see. He looks like he's kind of had a day. He's kind of had enough. He's like, that's it. I'm going to sit on my throne and I'm just going to rest. You need a rest. He needs a rest. But now we're moving on to the King of Cups. And, this king, basically when I see it, to me, he looks like Poseidon, with the trident and all that good stuff. But he is, he's got presence. He's not tired. He's kind of the opposite. He's got presence. He's got, personality, stern, just, that king's king. Excuse me. And then we follow that up with the Six of Pentacles. And 6 is like a balance achieved card, a balance. When I see this card, right, I see, the boy standing, he's giving. I don't know what those are. He's giving things to, the two folks that are kneeling. And that kind of suggests kind of a little bit of a give. So in terms of a love reading, this is kind of what I'm seeing. I sense the frustration. I think a little bit of patience. Need a little bit of patience. And don't let personality, if you look at the King of Cups, he's very, very stern. He's not backing down. And then followed by the Six of Pentacles that give. There's going to be a need for some give and take. So I'm not sure the details. I didn't ask the details, but I can kind of say this because I'm getting kind of, if you're in a current relationship, be patient with it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're on the hunt, again, be patient, and things will work out. You're going to get that give and take. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. Let's get my Apple Pencil. Let's see. Nope, I went to part 2. I got to go to the comments. Let me bring Chicken Bucket Realness back. All right. Let's bring me back. Okay. Hope that made sense, Alice. Let me go to some comments. Everyone's saying hi to Lucian. Hi, Lucian. Alice says, sounds good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Comments. I don't know what but no chat means. And hi, Auntie Mama. I don't think I said hi to you. Yeah, I tell you, I don't think we're even close to Mercury going into retrograde, but I don't know. The tech is just being the tech today. Right? It's like, what the? Okay. Anyways, up next we have Susie. We have Susie up next. Please, let's cross this out. All right. Please post your question, Susie. And then after Susie, we have Spitfire Cat. What deck are we using, Rowena? Let's bring the camera up. let's do a little deck show. This I am using. This is the Wizard's Tarot. It's an out of print deck. I got this deck when I first started reading. I forgot who made it. I used to know who made it, and now I'm going to draw a blank because I'm on the spot. But that's my Wizard's Tarot deck. It is, and I'm drawn to that too. The whole theme of the deck. That's why it. One of the reasons why it calls to me is that I just love the setting. Okay, so did Susie post her question? Let's go back. Susie the Gemini. Did you post your chicken outfit? I'm looking at all the Susie posts. No. Susie the Gemini, please post your question in the chat. And guys, don't forget, after that, a Spitfire, and then okay, a general for Susie the Gemini. All right. And again, if you guys want to get on the list for a reading, you're going to want to put one of those in the chat. One of those, just type it out just like that, and I'll add you to the list. Okay. All right. So let's do a general for Susie the Gemini. A little shuffling. Yeah, Rowena says, of course it's out of print. Yeah, I tell you, I lucked out. I bought 3 different copies of this deck, and this is like before it was out of print. I liked it so much. I was like, I just want more copies. And and now it's out of print. I have a brand new copy in the box in my altar drawer, and they're selling new for upwards of like $700. It's insane. Like I would never sell it. Money. Yeah, money's all right, but I love me my cards. I did gift Lucian one of them. Yeah, he's been hounding.
I gave you my Light Sears Tarot.
Yep, he gave me the Light Sears. Okay. Susie the Gemini, a general here. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, Ace of Cups, new beginnings. There's going to be something new starting. And with cups, it's kind of like usually more towards emotional. In the emotional realm, think cups. And then let me get comfy. We have the Two of Cups. Here we got the cups again. And I love this Two of Cups because I see, 2 people toasting. I see the cups up. This means definitely you're going to have like one of those moments, some good stuff. And then we're following up with the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands, be careful because there's like a dominating force, if you would, that could stand in the way, or kind of you know what I'm saying, could get in the way of said, the good start that's happening out here. It's just kind of something to be aware of. There's a lot of power there. It's not necessarily something that's meant to do you wrong or do you harm. It could be one of those situations where someone does something, kind of ticks you off a little bit, but in the end, it's a better, it ends up being better for you. You ever have one of those kind of situations? You're just uber pissed at somebody because they did something, And then a few days later, you realize, you know, if he didn't do that, you know, shit would have hit the fan. It's kind of one of those situations. So kind of being on the eye out, keep the eye out for that. That doesn't mean when whatever this new beginning presents itself that you should shy away from it. It's going to be something cool, something that's gonna, you know, something that may have a little ups and downs, but in the end, it's going to be like yes. So kind of be on the lookout for that. All right. Okay, I hope that made some sense. Let's pull this out. Okay, we have a couple of names to add. Okay, give me a sec to jot those down. So we have Arlene Flower. All right. Oh. Okay. Flower. We have one other person. Do I saw another one? Arlene Flower put a question in. I would like to clarify career change. I'll put a little note here. Okay. All right, so you're down on the list. So, yeah, that was Susie. Now we have Spitfire Cat. Please post your question in the chat. Spitfire Cat. Let's take it while we're waiting for that. Let's look it through the comments. Has anyone seen the new Wizards Tarot deck? I don't know if there's another new Wizards Tarot deck, but we can get off this camera here. But I have it in my cart on Amazon, and I have to look at it when I get my phone back. But hasn't shipped yet. And I see people like who have it already, so I'm a little upset. But I do.
It could be coming from overseas.
I do.
That's what happened with my Witcher Waves deck. Was everyone in the UK was getting it before I did.
Maybe.
And then I got mine like a couple weeks later.
Yeah. So I can't wait to get it. I've had that. I think when it first came out, I got a thing from Amazon. I pre-ordered it. If we're talking about the same one, and it's been there for like ever. Okay, did Spitfire post the question? Oh, I'm not scrolling. Anton, fabulous fella, welcome. Is Spitfire still in here? Because I keep. We're gonna move on. Yeah, I don't see a Spitfire. Well, Spitfire. All right, we'll move on. And if Spitfire shows up, we'll put him on the list. You guys won't let me forget. Okay, so Arlene Flower, career change. And guys, I don't know. Oh, cool. Spitfire. Yay, General. Okay, awesome. And Under the Wire. Hi, Universal Vibes. Hi, October. Hi, Opal. Antonello. Some new faces. New people just popped in. All right, we're going to do this General for Spitfire Cat. All right. The chicken bucket's doing readings. Do I make a good chicken bucket? What are you doing over there? You're getting oils. Why? Oh. Yeah, Lucian is killing it with his Instagram.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Okay. All right. General for Spitfire. Let's bring up the card camera. Do. Oh, we have a new. All right. I have to add some names to the list. Lover's card. Interesting. Judgment. Presiding and Star. If I can squeeze these in here. This is an interesting reading. All right, I'm going to tell you what I see. Obviously, the Lover's card. I see. Love, romance, kind of in the future. But I also see an agreement. So whenever I see this card, right, I look at at the image. Let's bring this in a little bit. Solo this in. And let me get this out of the way here. I see, what I will call like the priestess in the background presiding over these two young lovers who look like they're both signing like a contract or something like that. Kind of take that little tidbit, put in the back of your mind. Because now we're following up with the Justice card. Again, a presiding sort of vibe. So not sure what your love situation is, but think there could be some some next steps happening in that realm. And at the end of the day, the final card is the Star. Now, look at that Star. I love the Star card in this deck. So Star is, experiencing hope and optimism. Yeah, this is the Star in this card, right? She's hit her stride. She's career oriented too. So that could be some balance in there between career and love. Because she's a very career oriented, she's studying star charts. She's got all kinds of astrological equipment around her. She's got one of those, my God, I don't even know what they call these things. So with the scissors, I'll use my Apple Pencil. Like this thing over here that, they used to use them in ships to navigate, like this navigation device. And then this thing, I don't even know what this is. It looks like some sort of weird torture device to me, but it's got to have something to do with astrology, don't you think? So I see that experiencing hope and optimism, be optimistic, in the coming days, because that optimism will pay off, right? So I hope that all makes some sort of sense. Okay. Now I know. Let's see what we got here. That was Arlene. I think we had a few additions. Let's get rid of this. No. There we go. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up. Okay, so we've got, let's go back. I don't want to miss anybody. Let me see. Oh, we got Arlene. I think we just got one other person in here. Yeah, it's Serena Tari. All right, I'm going to add Serena to the list. And actually, Serena, you're up next. So, guys, if you want a reading, just kind of put one of those in the comments. And let's Serena. I saying that? Oh, Savannah. Yeah, Savannah, please post your question because you are up next. Wow, talk about give me a reading. You are up next. So post your question into the comments. So I guess while we're waiting, I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if I showed this yet, but it's not super new, but it's fairly new. Let's bring this one up. While we're waiting for the question, check this out. I edged. If this works. We're gonna go this way. My Witch's Tarot deck. Oh, that's a. Oh, I missed a spot. Oh, let me show this side. So I got to go back and kind of do some touching up. But yeah, I kind of think it looks really good with the color. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is that edging these black kind of make it stand out? Interesting. That was my first attempt at edging a deck. Lucian taught me how. Exciting. All right. Oh, we got a few more names to add. And then we'll see if Savannah asked her question. So D star. D star Silver Moon. Okay. Oh, Savannah wants a spiritual reading. Okay. Spiritual. Interesting. I have an interesting story that I did over the weekend. And has to do with finding my spirit guides. And I will tell that right after this reading. Okay, so we're going to do, I didn't bring it up. So we're going to do a spiritual reading for Savannah. Okay, spiritual path. It's a good question. I get a lot of people that, because sometimes sometimes I got to put the right camera on, don't you think? Let's bring this in. So sometimes you can get overwhelmed in your path. Sometimes people, try to take on too much. Dave, you feel better than you usually do. Now, this is how I usually feel, but it's been a tough, it's been an interesting end of the year, to say the least. Here we go. Let's put the cards down. We have our judgment card again. All right, let me, just so we can see the cards, let me take that banner down. 5 of Swords, uncertainty. Okay, you know what? This is a good message, though. This is a good message here. This is a good message. Okay, so we're starting with the Judgment card. And that, to me, symbolizes that uncertainty in your spirituality. Look, 5 of Swords. Another, that means uncertainty, imbalance. Okay. Right. You see the boy in the card, right? He's gathering, his things, his swords. It's kind of, he's holding them by the blades, and it's not the ideal gathering of the swords, right? On that uncertainty. But then we ended out with the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man, by the book, the Hanged Man, is like the self-sacrifice before change can occur. And that is the case here. But this card reads a little different to me. Let's bring this back in. I get a vibe in this reading from this card that the sacrifice you need to make is time. Think hermit card here too, right? It's the vibe I got to the card. So I read these cards, and I read off of the intuition and the vibe, and what you need to do spiritually is this. You need to kind of slow it down a little bit, take some time, manage that time. You're going to have to sacrifice that, that self-sacrifice, sacrifice something to make time for what you need to do next in your spiritual path. What you need to do next is introspection. I will highly recommend what I did. And I'll tell you my story that I did over the weekend. And actually, Opal, I'm gonna say wink, wink. Okay. So I kind of did it this afternoon, but I woke up. Okay, full disclosure. Let's bring both cameras. I woke up this morning. I was nauseous, and that happens to me sometimes because I have GERD. So I kind of took a sick day because I threw up twice. But by noontime, I was eating chicken soup for the soul. So I was feeling better. So I've been wanting to, because a good friend of mine who is in here, Opal, has been experimenting with journeying. And I think we're going to have to work something out, Opal, have you on here to tell us about your experience. So what I did was I wanted to meditate on my spirit guides. So I did it in a way. I took a particularly strong strain of cannabis and just got myself really kind of baked. Well, the wizard always is baked, but no, just in the midst of a real head high. And then I just meditated with the intent of, I want to know my spirit guides. And I tell you what, a griffin, there was all kinds of images, but I clearly saw a griffin. So the moral of this crazy story, it really, and it actually isn't a squirrel, because it's pertinent here. I would suggest do something similar. I think that's a next step in your path. Meditation, and try to connect with your spirit guide. I see that in here because one of the things that stood out for me in this card, in this case, right? This hanged man, he's got, he's one with the animals. These may be cluck cluck his these may be his spirit guides. I see that. I think that's where you need to focus. That's what I'm getting from this this little read here. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. That was Savani. So Savannah. Why am I saying Savani? What's wrong with me? Yeah, that's a gorgeous hanged man. Anyway, that's up next is D Star Silver Moon. Place your question in the chat. D Star Silver Moon, please ask your question. And I'm gonna kind of flip through the chat here. That's D Star. All right. Yeah, so Marge says, I love the hanged man. I really love this hanged man. Let me put it up here so you can see it. It's just so different than your typical hanged man. I just love it. And if you notice, if you look in this picture, it's a picture of the card upside down. Right? So he is upside down, technically, in here. Oh, Arlene Flower, did I forget you? All right. Oh, let me put you on this list. Oh, my God. Oh, bad. This is because of the chicken bucket squeezing my brain.
Is it really?
No. All right. So D-Star, Silver Moon, and Arlene Flower. That's the list. Okay. What should I focus on? Another path reading. Okay. Where'd I go? I want to put it up here. Boom. Okay. D-Star's path. What is the path? Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me get my Apple Pencil out of the way. Put it back in its charger because it's like perpetually dead. I swear, this house, how they say spirits drain your batteries? I'm telling you, the spirits are kicking up in here. I had that Apple Pencil on the charger all day, and it's still, my iPad's still squawking that it's at 5%. Like the spirits are draining the batteries up here in Hagrid's hut. All right, D-Star's path. Dun, 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 dun. I really suck at shuffling. But I'm adamant. I need to get a good shuffle when I read. I really love it shuffled good. All right, do a nice cut. And let's bring up the card camera, shall we? Path. Alchemist. Another one of my favorite cards. Oh, Strength. Oh, this is a downright beautiful card here. High Priestess. Interesting. Wow, I see a lot of spiritual here. I see a lot. Wow, I see a lot of spiritual here. I see two things that stand out right away. Right? The alchemist, alchemy. You look at the alchemist in this card. He's carefully, measuring and weighing. Is that weighing? Or measuring a potion, if you would, right? That's what alchemists do. They kind of mix these potions here and there. Middle card is strength, right? And I love this card because it's such the way it depicts strength, right? You have an elegant lady who is strong enough to tame a dragon, the beastly of beasts, right? And then the last card is the High Priestess. What I see in this card, I can get my Apple Pencil, is she's got a tarot spread up on that table. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm getting out of here for your path. What? Oh, you need a drink. Divination. I think something in the world of tarot is kind of calling out to you. I don't know if you, because I got memory. My memory's for poo. But I don't know if you're in, do a lot of tarot. I mean, you're here, so you must. But something in the tarot world is calling out to you. Have you been contemplating doing something with tarot or divination? Because I see that. I also see a little bit of alchemy. But the divination and the tarot is something that I really see standing out in your path. Hopefully that's kind of what where you're. It just says what you should focus on. I think that's a good focus for you. Is the tarot. Everyone likes to focus on the tarot. All right. So hopefully that made sense. Let's see who's next. Arlene Flowers. I am so sorry that I missed you. Oh my goodness, I don't like missing people. But anyways, Arlene, you are now up. Please post your question in the chat. And let me take a quick peruse through the chat. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. Did I forget anybody else? I got D-Star. That's my marker that I made. And Sarani, I think I got everyone else. Hi. Hi, Fairy Wren. Yes, I am. I'm sporting a new Wizards hat. So here's the thing. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping, shall we? This is our Facebook group, Crossed Paths. So to do something different and zany, I just felt that this week needed something midweek to liven things up. I put a poll on the Facebook group for who should do readings. And the choices were Mama Ganja, The Wiz, or a bucket of fried chicken. Well, the bucket of fried chicken won. So, guys, this is the stuff you miss out if you don't if you're not on this Facebook group. I'm getting the look from Lucian, so I'm gonna. This is Lucian's Instagram page. Definitely check that out.
Yes, Mama.
It's popping.
I've been working hard on it.
It is popping. I'm just gonna say popping. And I have an Instagram page which it's simmering. I'm just getting into it. I'm gonna get it popping. I promise, but it'll take some time. And finally, if you want to get a reading, put one of those in the comments, okay? Put one of those in the comments. Okay, back to here. Let me see where Arlene Flowers did. Let's see. Arlene. That's right. The career change. Not sure which direction to go. All right. Well, let's see what the cards say, shall we? Little shuffle. Mm-hmm. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. The Bob girl. Yeah, we'll add you to the list. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Okay. Career change. I just cut the deck. And let's bring up the camera. Dun, 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 dun. Queen of Swords. Are you all right over there?
Yep, blessed me.
Blessed you. Interesting. Queen of Swords. I see, contemplation. Let's bring this up a little bit closer. And we'll take that out. Here's someone. When I see her, when I see her tonight, I see distraction. She's kind of sitting there contemplating. Something's distracting her. Maybe something off screen. And then we have the Seven of Wands. This is I call this the King of the Hill card. And I see someone kind of battling down a crowd. And then Nine of Pentacles. 9 is, success, finishing something. When I see this card, right, I see, winter. I see, everything, kind of going into hibernation. The end of, things, oh my God, my brain just squirreled. Not the end of, like the beginning of hibernation. So there's a definite change. And Pentacles speaks to material concerns. And when I see this card, it's like, she's kind of ready for some change. She has her stash kind of buried in the wall behind her, right? The Pentacles representing money. This could, for me, say, depending on your career change, that maybe the change is something you should do. I see that there has to be there's got to be some change, right? And that's kind of it could be par for the course, right? You're presented with this decision, this career change decision. So obviously, maybe the status quo isn't working. Sometimes we get a little nervous, and sometimes you need to boot out the door. But I just see explore this option. That's kind of what I'm getting. I mean, I hope that's making some sense. Like, for instance, if this is a career change, it might be time for that. That makes sense. All right. Okay. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I'm going to bring this back out here. Go here. Okay. We have a few more names to add. That Barb girl. How long have you been on? Oh, only an hour. So that Barb. And and Witchy in the Woods husband. All right, actually, Witchy in the Woods posted, I believe, before. So let's go with Aline says that was finger licking good. Yay. I have chicken waiting over there. I'm going to have it when I'm done with these readings. Okay. Finger licking good. All right. Yeah, so Witchy in the Woods. But above us, I won't cry is we run out of time before you get to me tonight. No, you're gonna have you're next, right after Witchy in the Woods. It's just a general. So let's bang out this general, and then we'll do that Bob girl. I will never leave anybody hanging. I'm here till the last card is pulled. I am here till the last card is pulled. Don't let the chicken bucket fool you. This is like, can you imagine having an endless bucket of chicken? Oh my God, that would be epic. The endless, like, you take a piece of chicken out of it and then it just kind of replenishes itself. Yeah. Okay. General. Actually, I wanted to be cut there, so we're going to cut it there. Oh, let's bring up the camera. Okay. Okay, first card is the Knight of Wands. The Knight. Let me look at something here. Okay, bring up change. Oh, my ears went a little weird. The Knight is the bringer of change. Here's when I see this Knight, I think of someone kind of traveling afar, spelunking through caves. This tells me it's going to be this. I think of the word to describe it. This kind of overarching change. It's not going to be like, it's going to be something that might be more of a process than a quick change. Does that make sense? It's kind of more of a process, not like a big change. That makes any sense, like a process adjustment. Then the next card is the Four of Swords. Let's solo this out again. This is an interesting card because, right, you see a boy who's, I think that's a boy, who's probably been reading a book, maybe studying, on a very solid a marble table or bed or whatever, and he fell asleep. There's three swords suspended above him, but he doesn't feel any danger. That tells me, so this boy has a good, solid foundation. The threats in his world, in terms of the three swords, aren't going to really, he's fine, right? So this tells me, with this overarching, this process change, go in with an open mind, keep your mind open, keep yourself grounded, keep your feet on the ground, keep, you have a solid foundation. So don't worry so much. Don't sweat it. Just hang, just don't sweat it. That makes any sense. Last card is the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant, he is a healer. He's arcane knowledge. He's, the embodiment of intelligence, enlightenment, right? He's very enlightened. I think this process change, this overarching change, while it may be a little zigzaggy or bumpy or however you want to say it, at the end of the day, you're going to be tremendously enlightened at the end of this process. It's going to lead to, enlightenment, betterment, more knowledge. If that makes any sense. It's kind of what I'm seeing. Yeah, I almost swiped the cards away without soloing myself out. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now, so that was Witchy in the Woods' husband. All right, now we have That Bob Girl. So That Bob Girl, post your question. You are next. Get this read. And I think, let me take a quick look through the comments. We're on right about an hour. I don't know what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:16 p.m.
Oh, it's only 8:16. All right, well, we'll see if we have any more. Okay. How about a general reading? Because everything has been a mess for a year. All right, well, how's that feeling? Last year was up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what last year was for me. And so far this year has been better, but let's see. Bob Girl, that's a general. Oh, you are very welcome. Witchy in the Woods says thank you. Very welcome. I love doing this. I don't know about with the bucket of chicken on my head, but hey, what can I say? All right, That Bob Girl. Here we go. All right, we've got King of Swords, Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Okay, let's put the deck down here.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.
What was that? Okay. Anyways, so we'll start with the King of Swords. When I see this king, he's stable. He's, he's of swords. Of swords, the sword suit. I see, stability. I see him looking, so I see him looking to the left. To me, that's looking back, kind of dwelling maybe on some past things, or maybe a stable past. And then we have the Nine of Swords. That is, the nightmare cards. That's that's the tough times coming in your future. Moving beyond that is the Four of Pentacles. This is a very stable card. Well, four is kind of stability. I see someone who emerges from the nightmare ahead and becomes stable and, kind of gets things under control, if you would. So I would say just hang in there. No one, I mean, it's really sad. Lots of death and sickness in the family. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send some Reiki out to you and your family as soon as this, as soon as I'm done with this. I'll do a little bit of Reiki, and I'm going to put an offer out to you. If you want, I'll bring my camera back. I don't know what my weekend. I don't know what we have. We have anything planned this weekend?
No.
If you want that, Bob, I'm going to extend an offer. I'd like to do like a one-on-one reading with you and do a full Celtic spread. If you have availability sometime this weekend, let me know. It'll be a free one-on-one, more in-depth reading. Because I want to, it hasn't been that good of a year health-wise for a lot of folks. Even our dad's going through some of his, health difficulties and so that Bob girl says, dad died in November, 2 cats died, mom is palliative. Not sure, what does palliative mean? I mean, neither. But so Bob girl, if you have some available this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, I don't think I have anything going on. I'd like to do a one-on-one reading, or we can do it via iMessage or Skype or something. We can even do it through StreamYard. We just don't stream it. I want to offer that for you. And we will definitely get that Reiki sending out. I'm going to do that as soon as a matter of fact, let me write that down because I will forget. Oh, I got you here. Okay. Writing it down right on my iPad. Definitely going to send that out to you. Okay. So I hope that made a little bit of sense. It is. I can see the back to the cards. I can see the struggle, and it is going to continue to be a bit bumpy, and that Nine of Swords kind of scares me a bit. But I promise you, the cards are saying things are going to work out. You're going to hit balance, and things will be okay. If that makes any sense. But yeah, that offer is out there. I'd love to do a one-on-one. reading for you. Awesome. So Barb Girl, just I don't know the best way for you to get in touch with me. Here's what I can do. Hold on 1 second, because in this thing we can do private chat. Figure out how to do this. That. Well, that's okay. Maybe that doesn't work. Huh. This thing says you're supposed to be able to do a private chat. Oh, are you on the group page? Awesome. So just you could message me, you can message the group, post something in there, send a private message to me, and or Lucian. Just let us know what time, on which day, and we will do that. We'll do that one-on-one. We'll do a quick Celtic spread and see what it comes to. So let me see. Awesome. And October's going to do Reiki as well. October is Lucian and I. She's my Reiki master. She's the one well, I've been a Reiki master myself, but I'm re-upping. And if you see these fancy plaques on the wall, that is my 1 and 2 Reiki. I'm going to say recertification. So you have a lot of Reiki coming your way, girl. You have a lot of Reiki. Just feel that healing energy coming your way. Okay. I'm going to take a quick peruse through the chat. In which words we did that. So I think that's everyone. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. I hope not. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up here. It's like an hour and 12 minutes. We're going to relax and have some chicken. So last call. Did I miss anybody? Does anyone want to squeeze in a last minute reading? If not, we're going to wrap it up here. And who knows what's going to happen next Wednesday? Maybe the Wiz will be back to do some readings. I love you guys. Thanks for joining. Lucien, say bye.
Bye, everybody.
And don't forget to, check out the Facebook group. It's right there. Check out the Instagrams. The little scorpion one, that's Lucian's, and the Wiz one, that's mine. This is Crossed Paths. And let me see. What is this? Today's Wednesday. Thursday, I'm not on. I don't know, Lucian. Are you going on tomorrow?
Oh.
Because I'm working late. I might have to work late here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go on tomorrow. Not really sure what I'm going to do. I might postpone tarot reading and
because you need me. Yeah, do something different.
Yeah, I might do something random.
Yeah. So Lucian's going to be on tomorrow to do something random. Popcorn party.
I'll be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And popcorn party will be Friday. And
I'm going to be starting my Conjure series on Hoodoo 101 starting this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
Sunday at 11 a.m., Lucian will be doing his Conjure series. And don't forget to check out Tuesday, Wizardry 101. We're all going to learn what it means to be a wizard. So blessings to everybody. Mwah. Thank you all. And have yourself a great night. And we'll see you. See you on the flip side.